Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with my CD cases and I thought let's come along and have a bit of fun just playing around and seeing, you know, some different things to do with some of our CD cases, or different ways to decorate them anyway. Not necessarily different things to do. I've got my little Brian paint sticks, which I had bought after seeing them on Joey DeFee's channel. So I'm going to be using those, hopefully. And I've also got some coffee here in my jug with a paintbrush. Now, I have coffee dyed just now some CD cases. I'm waiting for these to dry currently. So, yeah, while I'm waiting for them to dry, I thought we could try and do some with the paint sticks. So I think what I'm going to do first of all, is try not to knock everything flying off of my shelf. But I'm going to just put some water down on my craft mats, and I'm just going to get some paint going down there that hopefully then I can just pick up to pop onto here. Now, I haven't decided quite what's the best method for these paint sticks, I have to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to just try and paint them on, I think, with a brush. Okay. So, I mean, it's quite a light covering, you can probably see, or probably not see, as the case is, really. They're not kind of overly, you know, overly coloured doing it like this. So, let's put a bit more water down. Okay, let's try stirring those in. Okay. It's probably like a fine line between, like here now, I feel like I've suddenly got quite dark purple. So, yeah, it's tricky to kind of get it just right. And then suddenly you kind of go beyond the point of just right. And it's suddenly like, oh, my goodness, it's now bright purple. So I might have just overstepped the line, overstepped the mark. So I'm just going to put some on the back. Have to say, not really, you know, too brilliant at using these paint sticks, to be honest. I think, yeah, I haven't really got to grips with them. Got the hang of the best way to use them. Now I'm just trying to think whether I actually used them the other day with a wipe. Did I do that and find that the wipe was better? It's so hard to remember, isn't it? Because we do all these different things, and then, yeah, trying to actually remember what thing you've done is tricky, to say the least. Right, I'm going to leave this one to dry. So let's try with a wipe, I think. We'll just see whether the wipe kind of is any better. I can't remember whether I did it with a wipe or not. So if I put my wipes now. Oops, they're down on the floor behind me. Right, let me bring in a wipe. I might have liked the wipes, or I might have found the wipes too wet. I can't remember. It's got to be said. Right, let's do, should we try a red? Oh, I've just dipped that in the coffee now. Oh well, never mind. Right. Oh, let's just go for it, to be honest. So I don't think I've even used the red. Oh, I might have done. So I've put that down with the coffee now. Like that. Okay. Let's just see what kind of effect we get with the wipe. Okay, well, I quite like the wipe. I think I'm kind of doing better with the wipe than I was with the brush. It's got to be said. So, yeah, I think for me, using these with a wipe is probably a slightly better technique. And, you know, I mean, I always say that's for me. I'm not saying that that's necessarily everybody's experience because, of course, you know, we all kind of have different ways of doing things and different things that we get on better with, don't we? It's just, you know, for me, I think actually the wipe maybe is slightly winning, you know, compared to the brush. But, you know, I'm not necessarily saying that that's the best way to do it. Okay, so there we go. Right, I'm putting all of these on my glue gun to dry because I did try and dry one just now with my heat gun and I totally forgot because I think I'd done this last time as well. What happens is when you dry with the heat gun, if then it goes onto this cellophane, you're going to come unstuck then because, of course, you know, the cellophane doesn't like the heat gun. So yeah, kind of tried to dry it, and it was not having any of it. So I've decided to just dry them off, being a bit more patient, maybe just using my hot glue gun just to kind of rest them on. Okay, right. Let's just go in a bit. Okay. So again, I've gone in with like the blue and the coffee dye. So I'm hoping I'm going to get a sort of bluey coffee dyed effect going on here. I might have to actually go in with the blue a bit heavier. Okay. Otherwise I thought, well, I'm not really picking up any colour really on here at all. Okay. Oh, that's really, really pretty now. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's just do the back quickly. I'm so sorry if the lighting's not too brilliant. I'm doing this in the evening, and yeah, this is my second video that I've filmed in the evening, and I don't, or you know, this evening. I don't normally film in the evening because I don't find the lighting particularly great, but it's just that I had a bit of free time and I thought, well, actually, you know, rather than waste my free time, it's really good to just be able to do a couple of videos, isn't it? So, right, okay, and I was wanting to do this for a while, so I thought no better time than the present. Okay, right, got these now. So while I'm waiting for these to dry, I'm going to just bring in a couple that obviously we haven't made all soggy and wet, because, you know, otherwise I'm going to struggle to actually do them at all. So let's get decorating some of these. Now I'm just going to just pull in anything at all that's around here. So on here I've got this little bird. This is just an image from a book. So I'm thinking we could have something like that in the corner there. So for this, I think, yeah, I think probably I want to, I bought a new StazOn actually, which is, I'm trying to think now whether it was yellow or whether it was in orange. Let me just have a look. I haven't opened it yet. So, mustard. Okay, mustard. I've never used this before. Let's open this and see what this comes out like. I wasn't sure whether I'd gone for the mustard or the, there was a sort of rusty colour. I obviously went for the mustard. So, yeah, let's give that a try. Oh. Ooh, my gosh, that looks terrifying, doesn't it, that colour? Oh dear, I wonder whether I'm going to regret using this. Oh well. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say, you know. Right, just kind of stamping on a little bit of scripty stamp here. Obviously, I've used this stamp with, you know, brown and black and things in the past. So, I mean, it's got slight bits of green and black on there. But, you know, again, I'm really not too worried. If it's got some green and black, it's fine. I'm not overly bothered. And obviously, the wonderful thing about StazOn is I can do all this, and then if I want to coffee dye it afterwards, the StazOn is going to stay. Whereas, obviously, if I used a distress ink, it's not going to stay on there. So, you know, I know not everybody likes the StazOn, but I mean, for me, I just think, oh, they're really great, because I love the fact that it's, you know, it's just permanent then. Right. I'm having a look now for, I think for a corner stamp. So, yeah. Aha, right. I've got my little favourite corner stamp here. So, let's put this one down. And I probably should actually cover this up, to be honest, so as I'm not getting it all over the glass. I've got a sort of clock here that I've partially, oh my goodness, what a horrible mixture that is. Obviously I've stamped this before in, well, who knows, brown, black, and it's now kind of smothered all over the stamp. So yeah, not kind of too great, but never mind. So I think rather than do like conventional you know, in each of the corners. What I might do is go like more down one side like that. So it's just got some inking going on one side. Oh, and I forgot, but my bird is going to be that side. Oh, what a wally. Unless I have it kind of as sideways. Could do that, to be honest. There's no reason why it can't be. Oh, except my script stamp. Oh, what a wally. Shall I do another one? Come back to this one. And yeah, I think what I'll do. So, right, let's use this again. That's my... So I'm going to do the corner stamping first. So let's go in here. Like that. And then let's taper it down. And then here. Like that. And take it around here. Okay. And then let's just go down there. Okay, right, let's do now the scripty stamping in the other areas. Can you see how mucky I've made that stamp block already? I'll show you properly in a second. But I mean, to be honest, although it looks terrible, you know, you probably, many of you would be horrified and think, what's she done to that stamp? That ink. But, you know, because it was obviously just bright. You know, personally, I don't find that it sort of, you know, hinders the stamp at all. Oh my gosh, what awful stamping going on here. You know, I don't find it actually hinders the stamp at all. I think it's, you know, it's still fine to use. It doesn't seem to affect the stamp at all. It still comes out, you know, in the colour that it's intended to come out in. It's not kind of something that then's going to impact the coloration or anything like that. So, okay. Okie dokie. Right. Should have probably stamped my stamps off because you can probably see, but now it's coming out now more mustard and it's actually really pretty. Obviously I should have cleaned my stamps off because I've got a lot of, you know, blacky brown on there, which of course does not look so good, but that's fine. And hey, it's looking a bit cleaner now. So we're there ready for the next ones, aren't we? So that's all good. Right. And then, yeah, I've got this little bird. So I think I'm going to have that little bird on there. Right, so let me just get my blendy tool. I may go in with the brush this time. I haven't used my blendy brush for a while. So, yeah, perhaps we'll do a bit of blendy brush. And we just go in from the edges. Now I'm using Vintage Photo here. I have been using Walnut Stain recently, but this is just the one that just happened to be within grabbing distance. So I'm not being fussy at all. I'm just going to go for this one. Okay. Kind of thinking it's not really looking very dark, to be honest. I should have, yeah, probably should have coffee dyed this, to be honest. Oh, isn't this annoying? Because I was trying to avoid, you know, saturating the envelope, obviously. But, yeah, not really kind of looking dark enough, is it? It's just not really looking dark enough. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go in with the coffee. So, there we go. We've now coffee dyed that. Let's go over the back as well. Like that. Okay. Right. Okay, let me put this on the hot glue now, just to get it to dry quickly. Now, with this, obviously, what I'm wondering is whether we could just ink this up a bit. Oh, dear. Or a lot. A bit or a lot, either way. And then I'm just wondering whether we could go round with a bit of the paint sticks. So, I've got a brown here. These are quite blendable once you kind of, you know, smoosh them on. You can then really kind of blend them around with your finger. So, yeah, they're quite nice to use like that. Okay, let's just get that out a bit. Yeah, quite like, oh dear. Obviously this is a glossy book, so it's yeah, probably a bit resistant to the paints. But it is there anyway. Don't think it was so bad at the bottom, but I don't know what's going on over here. Doesn't seem to want to go on very well. Okay. Well, it's not too bad, to be honest. So, yeah. And I just wonder whether I could just pick up a little tiny bit in black. I mean, when I say black, this is really coming out quite grey. It's not the blackest. Which actually is probably a, you know, probably a good thing, to be honest. Okay. But it's just made it stand out a little bit more, hasn't it? Yeah, I think that's made it stand out a bit more. Right, let's just pull my CD case back in. Oh, it's still a bit wet. Yeah, still a bit wet, which is a bit of a shame, but... Oh, and I don't think that's really going particularly brilliantly either now, is it? Let's just have a look. Well, we could build it up a bit like that, you know, with a couple of things kind of to the edge. Thinking inside, put some coffee dye inside, because otherwise it's just very white, isn't it? So let's just open that out and just kind of coffee dye the inside, just with the brush. Like that, okay. And I'm not too worried, you know, you can probably see that's all kind of on the cellophane or the, you know, the acetate type stuff. I don't mind that, it's fine. It's, you know, it's going to look fine when it dries. So yeah, I'm thinking kind of like that looks a little bit better. What do you guys think? Let me put this back on the hot glue gun to dry for a moment. Okay. Right, let me put that to one side and we'll see what other ones are dry now. Hold on. Oh, none are dry, would you believe? None. Okay, right, let's pull in this one then that obviously we have not coffee dyed or anything else. So we've just done this with that mustard colour so far. And, you know, like I say, I mean, unfortunately, that mustard colour is now looking quite black. But never mind. So let's again just ink this up a bit. Okay. I'm wondering whether I can go inside with this brush. Probably ruin it completely, but let's give it a try. I just want to get a bit of colour on there so it's not bright white. So, yeah. Okay, well that would do, to be honest. Right, let's just do a bit of inking here. Oh, I'm going to just put the light on, hoping that that's going to help a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's a bit better. Right. And we'll just ink the back as well. Oh, it's picked up some red now off of the, you know, my mat. Oh dear. This is why obviously do not do videos in the evening because it's obviously not very good. Right, okay, let's make that out the way. Now it's a shame because my camera is this side, which is, you know, casting a shadow now over the piece, which is a bit annoying. Right, I'm going to go around with this with some gold. So let's just get some gold going on the edge. Everything's better with gold, isn't it? So yeah, let's just get some gold going on. Okay. Just kind of dab, you know, so that hopefully I've got some gold kind of touches, not only at the corners, but just, you know, dabbed around on the actual piece itself. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but there's just some gold bits, kind of gold touches. And then I'm going to just do the same on the back. So again, just kind of through there. And a little bit here. And there, and a little bit here. Okay. Okie dokie, right, looking good. So let's get that out of the way. Okay, and what should we put on here? So again, I'm just kind of looking around on my desk to see what I've got that might be quite nice on here. I'm just wondering. Oh, I've got this dog. Now this is from one of those Ernest Nister books. So, oh, I've used this already. Yeah, I mean, I'm just grabbing in things that I just happen to have here. So, like that dog, just going to take this off of here. Oh my goodness, I've pulled his head off. Pulled the dog's head right off there. So, oops, that was very unintentional. Oh dear. Oh my gosh, can't even see now which way around it's supposed to go. Okay. I can't tell whether is that part of the dog's mouth or... Yeah, must be. It looks very peculiar, doesn't it? I think it looks better without that. So I'm going to get rid of that. I don't know quite what it is or whether it's just really bad lighting and I've probably just torn off some sort of really major part of the dog, but he just looked really weird there, didn't he? What do we think to a little doggy on there? I mean, I never use things like that, to be honest. And yeah, I thought, well, perhaps it might be a cute thing to use for a change. So let's just have a look. Obviously, it would not be complete without a bit of lace. So let's just try a bit of lace on here and see what that looks like. Right, let me cut this around because, of course, I've now got the weird shape. I'll just cut his tail out properly. I mean, not as weird shape as his head, obviously, that's, or, you know, the top of him that's missing the head. That's really weird shape, isn't it? So, yeah. Right, let's pop that head down. Because all the time it's missing, it's very distracting, isn't it? So, yeah, let's get that on there. Okay, that's better. Okay, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Now I'm wondering whether I could put something inside there. So I'm thinking maybe some sheet music, which is a bit annoying because I've got this scrap, which of course is not big enough for here. I mean, that's a bit weird to have it kind of in two halves, isn't it? See, I'm just trying to be like really efficient and use, you know, use scraps that I've actually got around the desk. But, you know, I mean, it comes to the point where it's kind of like, well, don't be ridiculous. That just looks rubbish. You can't possibly use that. So I'm just going to cut this down. This is just some kind of mathematics book. It, you know, it may look okay, it may look rubbish. I mean, that sheet music looked gorgeous, didn't it? I'm thinking this is not going to look half as nice, but who knows? It might look okay. Okay, let's give that a try. Oh, it doesn't look too bad, actually. I thought it was going to look really awful, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So again, I'm just going to ink it up a little bit. I mean, although it's vintage, it's not kind of like really old or anything like that. So we'll just ink that up a bit. Okay. And then I'm going to slip that in there. Now, I'm going to try something that I recently saw somebody just literally glue it kind of a more at the top, because their theory was, you know, it's kind of tucked in, it's going to stay put. I haven't ever tried that myself before, but I mean, it does kind of make sense, doesn't it? So shall we give that a try? Might as well, mightn't we? So, right. I have got my Fabri-Tac here. So I'm going to just use that, I think. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just run a little bit of Fabri-Tac in here. Oh, listen to it complaining and complaining. It does not want to squeeze out at all. Come on, come on. Okay. Yeah, so I can see the kind of logic there. I don't know whether this is a foolproof thing or not. So, you know, I normally kind of glue things really glued in, if you see what I mean. But, you know, I thought that made sense. That, you know, things are going to be kind of slipping in. So, you know, technically you shouldn't really have to be having it glued all over. You know, it's not going to sort of move anywhere, is it, really? So, yeah. I mean, be handy if that worked. Right, so I'm thinking then the dog here. What do we think? I mean, I just feel a bit weird, I think, because I've never really used anything like a dog before. So that just feels a little bit strange to me. Oh, I don't know. Oh, do you know what? I think it's time to just go for things and stop dilly-dallying and worrying about, oh, I haven't done that before. Because, you know, of course, there's probably loads of things I haven't done before. And obviously, unless we do them, we'll have never done them, will we? So, yeah, it comes to the point where it's kind of like, well, yep, I haven't ever done that before, but that's the point, you know. Got to try out new things. Okay, so I've just glued that down onto that lace, and that's obviously holding the lace in place. And then I'll just put a little tiny bit of glue there to kind of hold it down as well. And then a tiny bit here, like that. Okay, got some words here, so let's just do treasured. Again, just going to ink this up with the brush. Oh, I don't know whether that really covered that at all in ink, so let's just go over that again. Perhaps the brush was a bit dry. It's funny, isn't it? You know, you kind of quickly get out of things. So, you know, I went through that phase of using these brushes all the time, and now it seems kind of a bit alien using the brush. Quite like it over there, actually. So I'm just going to pop that down there. Okay, and then the butterfly. Just have there, like that. Okay, what do you think? I mean, very, very different for me. As I say, I haven't ever used anything like a dog, I don't think, in anything before. So, you know, it feels kind of like, oh, it's a little bit out there for me. I quite like it. What do you guys think? Something a bit different, you know, and I mean, like I say, why do we sort of pigeonhole ourselves and think, oh, I haven't done that before, you know? It's actually quite nice, isn't it? Okay, let's put that to one side. Right, we're back to this one, the one that I had originally been working on. I've got to say, would you believe this still is not really dry? It's been sat on that, you know, what do you call it? Hot glue gun for all this time. It's still not really dry, so I'm just going to have to go for it regardless, because, you know, otherwise I'm just going to be here all night waiting for it to dry. So, yeah, we're just going to have to go for it anyway. Okay. Just got some white lace here. kind of same as last time. So I'm thinking, could we have it like that? And actually, do you know what? I'm thinking maybe put something, you know, some paper back in there as well. Again, because I did actually really like that on that last one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get that gold from those little Brian paint sticks again and just edge around that clock. Okay, like that. Oh my gosh, I love how that clock looks on there. That is gorgeous, isn't it? And I'm just going to be super lazy and use the hot glue for sticking this down, just because it's nice and quick and instant. Don't have to worry about has it stuck or hasn't it. It's just stuck. Okay, yeah, I really love how that clock looks. That's just beautiful, I must say. Right, I'm just going to try edging this with the gold. I know we did edge it with the black and things, but I wasn't kind of quite convinced by that. So I'll just see how it is with the gold. It's better. I'm not sure whether it's quite the right piece, it's got to be said. Kind of loving the clock more than I'm loving the bird. Let me move the bird out of the way. I mean, I was just trying to use the bird because that was just here on my desk, and I thought, oh, or, you know, it was beside my desk, and I thought, oh, use the bird, get rid of the bird. But, you know, I mean, ultimately, you can't just use things that look rubbish, can you? Just for the sake of using them. You know, if they don't really look good, you're just never going to be happy with it, are you? So, right, again, I'm thinking inside there, have some sheet music. So, yeah, I've got some here, actually, that is a bigger piece than last time. So I'm thinking, let's just fold that down. Okay. Let's just put that in like that. Oops. Oh, come on. I mean, like I say, this is not really dry, so it's not ideal, really, but I'm just being really impatient and can't be bothered to wait for it to dry. I might have to have it this way around instead. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Okay, right. So again, I'm going to do that thing of just gluing it at the top. I mean, like I say, I haven't ever done that before, but I can see, you know, I can see the logic, although this one's not really full width of the piece. So this might not work quite so well. Gonna have to just keep our fingers crossed that this is going to work okay. Okay. Oops. I think I've just poked now a hole through the envelope. You know, because of course it's quite wet. Can't believe it's not dried really at all. I mean, normally that laying them on the glue gun I find really quite effective for drying, but yeah, for some reason it's not really worked at all today. That's just typical, isn't it? Right, let's get rid of that out of the way. So I really love this one, I must say. Right, let's just again, I'm just going to tear this off. Okay. Right, now thinking, could do with some gold going around the edge here. I love using golds, don't you? Just always makes everything look so rich and opulent and, oh, just yummy. Really yummy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, looking good with that gold. Now, what do I want to put on here? That's the question. You know, I'm thinking not to use the bird. You know, that I was just trying to obviously be stingy and just use it because it was there. I mean, she looks kind of nice on there, but again, she's not the perfect thing, is she? I'm again just more trying to use her because she just happens to be laying about. Let me just have a look, because I've got those frames that we made. And I'm thinking maybe that's quite nice, isn't it? And again, could just have some of that white lace coming out. That's pretty, isn't it? So I'm going to do that. So this is one of those lovely frames that we made a while back. So just going to glue that down there. And then I'll just glue this down on top. So yeah, my middle son and my daughter, they are having brother and sister time. Lo and behold, brother and sister time. They've not had that for absolutely yonks and yonks. So my eldest son is at the gym. They are having brother and sister time. And I thought, wow, I do not need telling twice. So yeah, I did a couple of things that I had to do, you know, on the laptop. And yeah, came up and thought, oh, how lovely. I can just have peace and quiet and do some crafting. So here I am. Sorry, I'm just moving my carrier bag, which unfortunately is a paper bag now today. Which of course are a lot more rustly, aren't they? And making a lot more noise. Right, so I've just got this little piece of lace that's left from earlier. So I know it's a little bit of a lace overkill, but I'm thinking quite nice. And, you know, gets it off my desk. Because, you know, of course I wasn't going to throw it away, was I? So, you know, it would have just been hanging around otherwise. Oh, how pretty is that? How pretty. Right. So let's just check. Oh, I love how that looks. That's so gorgeous. We could have a butterfly. I'm thinking actually I might have some gold butterflies from like some scrapbooky type bits that I had a long time ago. Let me just see, because they might be quite good on there. And of course I can't now see any. Oh, I've got this one. I know it's kind of red, but it's a bit too red, isn't it? Yeah. Not looking quite right. Oh, their film's just finished. You can hear movement. Oh no. My peace and quiet's about to be interrupted. Oh, gutted. Gutted. Honestly, it's taken me so long faffing around, and now it's, you know, they're finished. They're already finished. Oh no. That's quite nice on there, isn't it? I might try and do that with one of the other ones. Right, let's put just some gold on this butterfly. This might look really weird because, I mean, butterfly with gold edging. It's maybe a bit strange, but just thinking, you know, keep it in with the gold that we have going on everywhere else. You know, says it's got the same flow, the same theme. Oh, I don't know. Perhaps I'll just ink that up now. Okay. Oh, I can hear her running around now. I don't know. She might have just gone to the toilet and maybe be going back to watch some more of the film. Or the film has finished. Don't think this is quite the right butterfly, I've got to be truthful, but yeah, maybe it's not. So let's just put that there. Okay, got time for one more. So let's do just one more. Oh, they're still not dry. This is so annoying. Right, I've got this one. It's drier. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a little bit drier. So I was thinking this little butterfly looked quite pretty. Yeah, and of course now I don't think it looks very nice on this particular coloured paper. Oh, it's always the way, isn't it? Right, I'm going to just pull in that that mustard stays on again, which I know is really weird because this is, you know, this is the red type toned, yeah, the red toned CD case. So yeah, is that just really weird? Probably is really weird, isn't it? But well, sometimes I just think, you know, go for it and just embrace the weird stuff. Oh, I don't know, it might be a step too far. Right, what I should probably do is stamp this stamp off because it obviously was coming out pretty white, pretty black, wasn't it, last time? So yeah, let's just stamp this off a couple of times because I'd quite like it a bit more mustardy rather than black. Okay, hopefully it's coming off a bit more mustardy now. Okay, I mean it's still got tones of the browny black, but you know, not as bad as it did. So let's just pop that there. Okay, and then just a little bit here. Might just go a little bit over the flap. I mean, the flaps are kind of like, you know, not saying an afterthought, but, you know, they're kind of not necessarily going to be visible, because obviously it depends how you're going to use your CD case. You know, you might just have it actually stuck down by the flap, in which case the flap wouldn't then be visible at all. But you might have it, sorry, I'm just now quickly trying to clean off the script one. Yeah, you might have it, you know, just more in like with a paper clip, in which case, of course, it would be very visible. So, you know, just play it by ear and kind of see what you think. So, again, just going to go in here. Try and get some of this down here. Okay. Right. So it could just be the lighting, or this actually looks quite nice, using the mustard with the pinky background. Yeah, like I say, it could just be the lighting, or it maybe does look quite nice. And of course now it looks much better with that butterfly, doesn't it? So yeah, let's just ink up the butterfly a bit. So obviously, yeah, I think we might have it hanging off, and then I'll have to cut it down a bit more. And then maybe that one over there. So again, I'm thinking maybe edge this in the gold. I just love edging, you know, edging the things in gold. I love that sort of opulence. I don't know whether they sell these little Brian paint sticks individually, and I don't know whether I've said this before now, because I feel like I might have actually mentioned this or said this in a previous video. But personally, I mean, my favourite sort of in here is definitely the gold. You know, and if I could, I would probably just buy just the gold one. I really, really, really do love the gold one. And I'm really not so fussed by the others. Yeah, so I would probably just purchase the gold one if at all possible. I don't know, like I say, whether they actually even sell them individually, but that's what I would do if I could, if they are available, you know. I mean, to be honest, when this runs out, I might just look and see if I could just get a gold one, because I can see myself using that, you know, endless amounts of time, to be honest. Right, so I'm liking how that looks. Let me get rid of all these butterflies that are now, of course, all over the desk. They're just like taking over now. Very distracting. Ah, right. Just now spotted something else. Oh no, maybe I haven't. I had done some pressed flowers, and what I did was I glossy accented it onto acetate, because I just wanted to see, you know, what kind of effect that would give. So I'm wondering, let's just try cutting that out and see, you know, what this would be like if we used this on there. Right, it must have just been a toilet break, because the film appears to be back on now. Oh, that's such a relief. Such a relief. More crafting for us. Right. I have to be honest, these flowers are a little bit on the small side for this, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, they probably would be better if they were bigger. Especially because do they just look teeny weeny compared to this huge butterfly? Oh, don't know now. Again, I'm just going to try and just gold the edge of the acetate just to see what it does there. Okay, if you can see that. So is that I just decide whether to go round, you know, this with the gold. It's always worth trying on the kind of bit that you've cut off before you do anything, because, you know, if I kind of went in straight here and then thought, don't like it, then I haven't really got enough round here to actually then go back in and alter it. So yeah, it's always worth kind of having a bit of a try on the bit that you cut off. Not sure whether that gold's just coming straight off, actually. Might just be even wiping straight off of there, to be honest. Oh, that was not very successful, was it? Okay, let me now get some more lace. Okay. Oops. Oh dear, now I've torn that lace down completely. Kind of like ruined it. Oh dear. Yeah, I've ruined that completely now. Just torn the bottom off by accident. Oh, those flowers, I think they're just too small, aren't they, on there? They kind of look very insignificant, don't they? Let me just see whether I've got anything else, you know, similar that we could use. Oh, just kind of scouring around to see whether I've got anything else, really. Can't see anything at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. Well, I definitely like this butterfly here, so let's get that one at least glued down over there. Oops. Okay. And then, yeah, I do like that one. Not sure what to put down here. Oh, I have got some flowers here. Oh, I wonder what that would look like. I know it's kind of like really bright compared to, like, for instance, the butterfly. You know, it's not the right colour, but hey, sometimes it's the things we don't expect that actually go the best. Yeah, I'm thinking probably not in this instance, but hey, you never know. If you don't try, you don't know, do you? So, and really apologise again. I've just kind of caught sight of the glare again in the camera from the, you know, the shadow where my, you know, camera tripod thing is. So I can only really apologise for that. I'm so sorry. You know, I hope it's not too distracting. I know things like that are distracting, so I do really apologise. It's just really because I thought we could come and have a bit of fun and play. And I, you know, yeah, was just kind of excited to do it. So, just wondered whether we could have had those pressed flowers with that, but that's very peculiar. Very, very peculiar. There is another blue one here. It's got some writing over it. Oh, isn't that annoying? Annoying when you just haven't got quite the right piece. Is this that pink one? Honestly, the lighting's got so bad here, I couldn't even remember, but I think that is, in fact, the pink one, isn't it? You know, the, yeah, the one that we did in the kind of red shade. So, to be honest, what am I thinking anyway? Why am I trying to put blue on there? That's just weird, isn't it? So, again, I've got that sheet music that I'm going to just put in there. And I think, actually, I'm just going to ink that up a bit before it goes in. Okay. Honestly, this is now not my time. You know, I don't know what the time is, but it's quite late. Oh my gosh, what is the time? Oh, I think it's like 20 to 9. I mean, honestly, I'm normally downstairs, like, you know, in bed by now. I mean, I'm not asleep, obviously, but yeah, kind of getting ready for bed. You know, winding down. I'm normally on my laptop, you know, but yeah, winding down already, getting ready to go to sleep. So this is like super late for me. Super late. And you can probably see now why I always say, you know, this is not my time of day. Because I'm kind of past it by this point. I'm very tired. And yeah, not too great with the concentrating at this time. Again, I can't really see if my Fabri-Tac is coming out. Oh dear. And obviously my lighting is kind of in a complete agreement with me and saying, nah, don't bother. Don't bother at this time of day. It's just not worth it. Okay, right. Still don't know what to put on this, would you believe? It's just now driving me potty. Yep, driving me potty, so I'm sure it's driving you potty. Let me try a postage stamp. Thinking kind of maybe a ready postage stamp. It's a bit too red and a bit, you know, it would be better a bit more orange, I think, because that butterfly is quite orange, isn't it? That's probably a bit too orange. What if I kind of couple it with a reddy and an orange, something like that? That's quite nice. Yeah, perhaps I will do that. So let me just move these out of the way. Oh, I'm just wondering whether I could have one of my little wax sealy type pieces. Again, probably not going to have quite the right colour. Right. Oh dear, this is just very annoying, isn't it? Right, okay, let's ink these up. I must say, my eldest son, he's been at the gym for a long time. He's not normally there so long as this. Oh, I've just heard the front door, weirdly enough. Yeah, I was just thinking, gosh, he's been a long time. He, you know, he doesn't normally stay there for such a long time. But, yeah, I've just heard the front door go, so he's obviously just that second got back. He doesn't seem to like going there as much as my middle son and I like going there. I mean, I don't love going there, but, you know, I like feeling good afterwards, you know, knowing that you've kind of done your workout. But yeah, I mean, I can't claim to love it there. Just it's nice to feel that you've kind of done your bit of exercise really for the day. Okay, right. I'm just going to have a look and see if I've got any of my little wax seal pieces in a bit more of a red kind of tone or anything. Not really. Got this, or I've got this. Right, let's try either one of these and see if either one of these would do. Maybe like that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Okay. Thinking maybe I need to ink the lace in this one. So I've left it white on the other ones, but yeah, I'm thinking it needs a bit of ink on this. So yeah, let's just ink that up. And I think here. Oops. Okay, maybe more like that. Yeah, let's do that. So kind of making it a bit like Eclectic, I think. So just pop that down like that. Okay, and then yeah, pop this one down here. Like that. Okay, so I quite like how that looks. And do we want to have a postmark stamp over the postage stamps? Ooh, or do we want to like double layer the butterfly? That's quite pretty, isn't it? It's quite nice even like that, where it's like going in the opposite direction. I know that's a bit strange, but yeah, there was something about it I thought was quite nice. Yeah, I might have to do that. I know that is a bit strange, but just something about it is kind of quite fun. So yeah, do it like that, I think. Okay, so let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's all we've now got time for tonight. I mean, the light is literally going and going as we speak. So yeah, if I sit here much longer, I will literally be completely in pitch black. So you won't be able to see a single thing. Right, just wondering whether to have a postmark would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Right, I have ordered a new Stays On, a black one, so I'm going to have to open that as well. Actually, I'm now just thinking I'm not going to open that black because I think the black might be a bit too black. A bit too kind of like in your face, as it were. So I think what I'm going to do is just use the timber brown. I just think actually the black might have been a bit too strong on there, so let's just go with the brown. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's a little bit more subtle. I mean, I love using the black, but I think it would have just dominated it completely and, you know, taken over. So yeah, I think it looks a bit better like that. Okay, right, let's pull in the 3 that we've done. Oh, let's see. I can't believe we've only done 3. All that time and I've only achieved 3. That's just rubbish, isn't it? Okay, so these are the 3 that we have done. They all look quite different, don't they? I mean, they're quite, you know, quite different looking. This one obviously has got that pinky background, and these 2 were just, I think this one was coffee dyed and this one was just inked, actually. And obviously on this one we've used that dog from the Ernest Nister book, which I've never kind of used things like that before. So very, very different for me. But yeah, I really like them all, so I hope that you like them. If I get time, we will come back and do some more, you know, with the other CD envelopes, which of course are still drying, because, you know, they're just super fun to play with, really. So yeah, I hope that you've, you know, taken something, you know, something inspirational from any of this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.